Hello, everybody. Gage says it's empty. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews Today's beer, we're going to do another one from Funk Brewing Company. These guys are in Pennsylvania. This is their Streaker. This was sent to me by my brother Rico. And he writes on his note here, Imperial IPA coming in at 8% ABV and 46 IBUs according to Untapped. Collaboration with Emmaus Run In, which is a running shoe store in downtown Emmaus, Pennsylvania. Brewery only with a case limit per customer. He picked it up last week during their can release and it was $17 for a 4-pack. It is a 16-ounce can and it's a double IPA. A little on the expensive side, but we shall see what it brings. It says it was canned on February the 14th, Valentine's Day of 2018. Today is the 8th of March, so not quite a month old, about 3 weeks old. He said this year marks the first time their beer has been brewed and canned. So a brand new release from them, and I can tell that because Beer Advocate only has 8 people that have commented or rated this beer. So a brand new beer from these guys. So looking forward to this. We had a 10 from Funk yesterday. So I'm hoping this is going to be just as tasty. The guys at Funk have tightened up their game, and they are doing some really tasty stuff out of that brewery. So very, very nice. 2 thumbs up to those guys. I look over at Untapped for the commercial description. It says bold, juicy blend of overripe apricot and sweet tangerine flavors accentuated by a subdued woodland earthiness. Aromas are decidedly fruity and maybe with a hint of pine. Doesn't tell us what hops or anything they've used on this beer. So that's it. We've got the ABV, IBUs, canned on date. Let's get it open. Let's see what we got. Into the glass we go here. Alright, looks pretty cloudy coming out. While I'm pouring this, I'll say the cuisine is barbecue, cheese is pepper, Monterey pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar. Your stronger cheeses, the meat is game, grilled meat, and salmon. Glassware snifter tulip oversized wine glass. I got my favorite tulip glass. And it says, of course, Beer Advocate says if it's over 8% or above, you can cellar it. Don't do that. That's the whole reason these guys go to the expense of buying a dating machine and putting the date on it so you can drink it fresh, guys. Don't sell it unless you want a more malty version of what you've got. Didn't pour hardly any head. Looks like a glass of orange juice, guys. Very, very nice. New England style IPA. A juice bomb, if you will. I love these beers, guys. Y'all know me by now. These beers has absolutely ruined my palate. Can't get them here. That's awesome. That is an awesome looking beer. Let's get it to the nose, see what we got. Didn't pour much of the head. Super big pine. Pineapple, grapefruit, pears, apricots, hint of mango, oranges, tangerines. Smells absolutely fantastic, guys. I am getting a little more apricot than we did on yesterday's beer. Smells good. Getting more pine on this one too. Yep. That's it. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. I can tell this is a double. I can tell by the smell. I can tell by the taste. More malt used on this, more hops used on this. And probably a little bit more bitterness, more IBUs than what we had on yesterday's single IPA. It's not boozy or anything, and it's not a huge difference between the ABV of yesterday's and today's, but I can tell that slight difference in it. A very, very nice double or imperial IPA, if you will. Look at the lacing on the glass. It tells you, man, when you have these, every time you take a sip it leaves lacing on the glass. That tells you of a quality beer. And usually a clean glass on top of that. If you get a lot of bubbles or anything like that, it usually tells you the glass is not quite clean. But this is a very, very tasty beer, guys. So, well, let's do the back end pour on this before I go off camera. Don't think it's going to change the appearance any at all, and it didn't. Let's sip on this and see what we end up with. Pretty impressive beer from these guys coming out of Funk Brewing now. Very, very nice. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on for a while. Awesome lacing on the glass. Excellent beer. Awesome beer, as a matter of fact. These beers are blow my hair back, my socks off every time I have one of these great New England style IPAs, and they're done well. And this one is. I love it. I absolutely love this style of beer, guys. I would buy this beer if I could get it here. No doubt about it. You would see it in the fridge all the time. Every time I open the door, you'd see it in there. So, without further ado, let's do the final chug on this one. More than a final chug on that one. That's delicious. That's outstanding. That's a hophead lover's delight. When you get something that has that much hop aroma and that much hop profile, and it's well balanced, and you're not getting too much bitterness or too much of this or too much of that. Everything comes together very, very well. Outstanding. So 10 for me, guys. I can't think of a single reason why I should not give this beer a 10. And that's what I'm going to do. 100. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 4.27. That's still in their A- range. I think it's better than that, guys. If you don't like this style of beer, don't buy this style of beer. Don't degrade it. Don't down comment it because you don't like it. If you don't like it, when you review it, tell us why you don't like it. What would you do different? If you're not a brewer, how would you know anyway? What you would do different to make this beer better? I found it outstanding, and that's why I'm sticking to my guns. Alright, over to Untappd. They have it at 4.17. You got to grade these guys on a curve. That's between their A- and their A scale. Like again, I think it's better than that. I can't think of a single thing that I would say to change it or make it better. It's outstanding. It's got all the flavors, hop aromas. It's got everything. I mean, if this doesn't blow your hair back, you probably shouldn't be drinking this style of beer. So, that being said, I loved it, guys. If you've had this one from Funk Brewing, they're up in Pennsylvania. This is a very, very tasty beer. If you can get your hands on it and you're a hophead and you like this style of beer, you ought to pick it up. If you don't like this style of beer, don't pick it up. I mean, if it's got too much hop, you don't like the cloudiness of it, this or that, whatever you don't like, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't pick it up. It's better not to do that than to pick it up and say, I don't like it, and give it a bad grade on either Untappd or Beer Advocate or whatever source you're using to rate your beers or comment on your beers. I don't know why you would do that. I mean, it's just like me going in and buying a Budweiser and giving it an F. It's not an F. It has its purposes. It's not something that I buy anymore. But if you don't like this style of beer, you should not purchase it. You should not buy it and then mealy mouth it or downgrade it because it's too cloudy or too this or too that. Enough of that. I think it's an awesome beer, guys. I do. And I would buy it regularly if I could get my hands on it. So, if you've had this one from Funk Brewing, this is their Streaker and it is an Imperial or a double IPA, New England style, cloudy beer. Looks a lot like orange juice in a glass. Awesome aromas. I mean, it's got everything in there. I mean, this, to me, it's just my opinion, this blows the West Coast style IPAs away, or double IPAs away. I mean, till I got my hands on my first one of these, I thought those were the name of the game. When I used to get enjoyed by series beers, I mean, that was the top of the line, but this blows that away. And I'm not saying anything about Stone Brewery or anything. They make some awesome beers, but this is a notch above, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion. So if you've had this, let me know what you think, and till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.